All right, so week 2 is in the books. The Philadelphia Eagles lose a tough one to the Niners and dropped a 1-1 on the season. We'll touch on that briefly, but even more important, in my opinion, is the fact that the Eagles lose 2 key players to injury. I have some pretty strong thoughts on that. Also, Zach Ertz's status is uncertain for Monday against the Cowboys. It just never stops, does it? Let's talk about it. Perfect. What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB, where we constantly talk Philly sports. You know what to do. Drop a like if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And hit the notification bell so you're always notified when we drop content or go live. Also, be sure to check out the merch store and consider becoming a channel member today. All links are down below in the description. Yo, we're going to talk about Zach Ertz. We're going to touch on the game. We're going to talk about Brandon Brooks and, unfortunately, Brandon Graham, who's out for the season. Look, man, it was a tough game. Looking at it from the bright side today, what I can say after taking a night to sleep on it is the fact that, well, the Philadelphia Eagles played a really tough defense. I know their secondary was banged up, but that D-line was vicious. And, hey, if the 49ers end up going to the playoffs and being a really good team and being, probably one of the best defenses in the league, well, the Eagles hung in there with them till the end. And, there were some good things. And at the end of the day, there are a lot of opportunities and bad decisions and just boneheaded things like stepping out of bounds on a touchdown or, trying the Philly special, just those things that we can learn as a team going forward. And I also have to remember, even though the rest of this division stinks, the Philadelphia Eagles have a rookie head coach. They have rookie coordinators and, they have pretty much a rookie quarterback at this point who's only started a handful of games. And, well, we got to remember that even though we're in a retooling phase and at the same time it seems like we can compete for the division, we have to remember that there are growing pains and, these guys will learn from things like this. It happens almost with every new coach and quarterback. But anyway, the biggest takeaways from the game, in my opinion, are the fact that we are without certain players. Look, I hope you guys didn't pick the Eagles this weekend. Although the Eagles lost on the field, I won off the field when it comes to sports betting. I hope you did too, but if you did not, let me tell you about our sponsor, BetQL. Do you want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? Well, if so, BetQL is the perfect app for you. Their best bet model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation across all major sports for every single game. They cover everything from spreads, over-unders, player props. They even give you all the news, injury updates, and any other information that you need to succeed on your bets in real time. I'm telling you, they have some of the sharpest analytics. They really go into detail. I was using BetQL this past weekend, and I was able to cash in on some bets to, kind of make up for my happiness that got derailed by the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday. If you're looking forward to the same kind of success and you want that information to help you, go to the App Store right now or Google Play Store, download BetQL, or you can even go down to the description of this video, click the link and use promo code RB for 25% off of any subscription offering. Again, promo code RB, 25% off of any subscription offering. And be sure to check out the special BetMGM offer in the description as well to receive a free year of BetQL. In fact, guys, BetQL's best bet algorithm went 13-2 on 5-star bets for Week 1 NFL games between Thursday and Sunday. I'm excited to see what they did good this week once we get the information on that. But, hey, all information down below. Go download BetQL and use promo code RB. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. All right, where do we start? How about we start with Zach Ertz? So this was just a little while ago, pretty much breaking news, to be honest, if you want to call it breaking news. But the Eagles are placing Zach Ertz on the reserve virus list. This means he had a positive test, and apparently Zach Ertz is vaccinated, and it's really tough. It really is tough. We knew that this was going to kind of be in a situation at some point in the year, and it's now. We have our first one, Zach Ertz. Now, the way that this works, and from what I believe and what I read, is that Zach Ertz now has to take 2 subsequent tests. If he does not experience any symptoms and both tests come back negative, he actually will be available to play Monday, given the fact he's vaccinated. If he was not vaccinated, he would have to sit automatically for 10 days. So we have to wait and see what happens. We still have Dallas Goedert, who has played well against the Cowboys before. But at the end of the day, even though we didn't use our tight ends yesterday, it's nice to have both of those guys. So we just got to hope and sit and pray that Zach Ertz can play. I know the Cowboys have some guys banged up as well. So it's just like each of our squads are losing some of the chips here. But let's hope Zach Ertz can play. Let's hope he can play. The next thing that we will discuss was the heartbreaking one from yesterday. And honestly, it's kind of put me in a bad mood today overall. I really do mean that. That is Brandon Graham, who obviously ruptured his Achilles yesterday against the 49ers. This was his tweet after the game. A lot of love and support for him on Twitter. He said, "We're still about to shock the world. I will just be leading from the sidelines this year. We're going to be great for 2022. Appreciate all the love. Now it's time for guys to step it up. You have to find the treasure in every situation." And here's a clip of Brandon Graham talking to the news today, actually just a little while ago, about his current injury situation and how he's feeling.
It's always tough, but I'm going to do the best I can to lead. Just the best I can to lead, from, the sideline. I mean, I'm just want my energy to be around. I want to be able to, just let them boys know I'm still here.
What a leader, man. What a leader. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, this really sucks. It really sucks. And, if I could just, talk for a minute here about Brandon Graham, we truly appreciate you, man. We are hoping and praying that you come back healthy and you get through this tough injury. And it really sucked seeing you go down yesterday. But if, in fact, this was indeed the last time you will throw on that midnight green and go to battle for the Philadelphia Eagles in this city, well, I just want to say, man, that we truly appreciate you, BG. We truly appreciate you. You have given everything in your power to this organization. A former first-round pick. I mean, back in 2010, look at all the, the guys that this man has played with and just how he's been such a great mentor. He's such a great player on the field and such a great person off the field. His leadership qualities. He's a guy that, you walk into that locker room and you look up to immediately. And just what you've done for Eagles fans everywhere. And you're just such a likable dude. And, it's just tough. It's really tough seeing you go down. But at the end of the day, Brandon Graham has played the most games out of any Eagles defensive lineman. He has the trademark play of this franchise credited to his name. When nobody could make a defensive play, Brandon Graham was the one to do it. And there was no better guy to do it and help us seal the first Super Bowl in Eagles history and, becoming a Pro Bowler last year. I mean, this guy, Brandon Graham, is aged like fine wine. And every Philadelphia Eagles fan, no matter how many games you've been to or however long you've been following this team, you have a certain gratitude for Brandon Graham. So, we're all hoping that you come back healthy and that you get through this. And it's really tough to see you go down. But if this indeed was the last time, honestly, man, just thank you. Thank you on behalf of Eagles Nation. And, we're going to miss you for the rest of the season. We definitely will. And getting to my point here, this is going to hurt the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, this sucks. This sucks. I know BG has another year on his deal, but now it's time to start nurturing for the future, right? Coincidentally, the Philadelphia Eagles signed Josh Sweat to an extension the day before, and they bring up Landon Dickerson, who's ready to play. And then the following day, BG and Brandon Brooks both go out with injury. It's crazy. But, at least the Eagles have Ryan Kerrigan, who's going to see a lot more snaps, Josh Sweat, Derek Barnett, who knows the guy is underperformed. The limb's very short on him. He had a boneheaded penalty yesterday. So who knows what's going to happen with him, and who knows how he feels after Josh Sweat got paid, But, man, this one's tough. And it's not just tough because of who BG is on the field, but like I said, he is the heartbeat of this defense. He's the heartbeat of this locker room. Guys look up to him, and you could just see when he went out yesterday or just in general, BG, I mean, especially since Malcolm Jenkins left, BG is the guy that makes everything work on that defense because everybody follows his lead. Pregame, he's hyping everybody up. He's amping up this squad, and now we don't have that. Well, obviously we have it from the sidelines, but, losing his production as well. He's very consistent with the pass rush, but in addition to that, just his leadership qualities, I think our line's going to suffer. But at the end of the day, I do trust in the potential of Josh Sweat to keep on living up. Ryan Kerrigan, Fletch and Javon Hargrave have been eaten, so we will see what happens. But it definitely sucks. It sucks to see one of your favorite guys go down like that. And who knows what the future holds. Speaking of that, Brandon Brooks, the last one. Nick Sirianni said today, Brandon Brooks has a strained pec muscle and will land on injured reserve. So he'll be out at least 3 weeks. We avoided the worst case scenario, which was that he might be out the entire season again. But in my estimation, he'll probably miss like 4 weeks, maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks. And this sucks too. This sucks too because Brandon Brooks is another one on the offensive line who just does his job. He shows up and handles business. And obviously Landon Dickerson came in yesterday, and we want to see him keep going. But again, whether it's Landon Dickerson or Josh Sweat filling in for Brandon Graham, these guys have had injuries themselves, so we need to stay healthy. And losing Brandon Brooks now for some time is definitely going to hurt. We need to build continuity on that offensive line, something we had none of last year, and now we have guys going out. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And in fact, I'm going to go even one step farther here as we conclude for Brandon Brooks. People don't want to hear this. People won't like it. Even though Brandon Brooks has a couple years left on his deal, let me tell you something. Brandon Brooks has to go after this season. He does. He does. He is one of the best free agent signings that the Philadelphia Eagles have ever had. Seeing how he transformed his career from Houston coming here and becoming a 3-time Pro Bowler, helping us win a Super Bowl, being so constant, so good at your job that for games, for weeks, we wouldn't even hear Brandon Brooks' name because him and Lane were holding it down on that right side. And Brandon Brooks is a great professional, but at the end of the day, this is now 3 injuries, 2 Achilles, and now this. Luckily, it wasn't for the entire season, and he has been able to come back from injuries earlier before. But at the end of the day, it's just too much. But that's just all I got for today. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you make of these injuries? How do you feel about us going forward? Who needs to step up? Give me all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Again, thank you to BetQL for sponsoring this content. The only app you'll need to beat your sportsbook today. Don't miss out on everything that they have to offer. Use promo code RB. With that being said, appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.